Ma just flipped the whole game upside down. Asterisk, asterisk, and baby, she did not come to play for years. They tried to silence her, tried to box her into the prison rapper stereotype. But Remy, she bounced back like a queen, and now she's spilling truth some folks hoped would stay buried. Asterisk, asterisk, did you hear what she said about the industry? Asterisk, asterisk, Remy claims it's full of snakes, fake friendships, paid betrayals, and silent deals. And let's talk about her and Nicki. They once had beef so big, it split the entire fanbase. But now, rumors say Remy regrets how deep it went. She allegedly told insiders that the drama wasn't all organic, that people behind the scenes wanted the powerful women going at it for profit. Asterisk, asterisk, and that cheating scandal. Asterisk, asterisk, the one with Papoose. Whew, chilly. Remy kept it real, said she's human, she's healing, and she's not letting the internet tell her how to move. Now fans are wondering, is Remy plotting her comeback? And is she finally ready to expose the people who tried to take her down? She's been quiet for too long. But when Remy speaks, the whole game listens. Because this Bronx queen, she's not done yet. Not by a long shot. She was born in it, raised by it. And now, she's mastering it. From the Bronx streets to the bed. Stage, from prison bars to platinum bars. Her journey has never been easy, but it's always been raw. Real and unapologetically her. They tried to write her off. Said she was finished after doing 6 years behind bars. But when she came home, she didn't just reclaim her spot, she shook the whole table. All the Way Up wasn't just a hit, it was a message. Remy Ma is back. And she's not here to play cute. But the industry doesn't like women who speak too loud. Especially not women with power, loyalty, and street smarts. They want you polished, quiet, grateful. Remy, she's none of those things. Let's talk about that Nicki Minaj beef. What started as competition turned into an all-out war, one that split the rap world in two. Some say Remy was just defending her crown. Others say she was pushed into the drama by a machine that profits off black women tearing each other down. But here's what they didn't see. The pain behind the punchlines. The politics behind the diss tracks. Remy allegedly told close friends that the industry wanted her and Nicki at war. Because a united front? That would have been too powerful, too loud, too smart, too dangerous. And just when Remy was finding peace, the cheating rumors hit. Papoose, the ride-or-die husband she stood by through everything, suddenly being linked to scandal. The internet dragged her. The blogs went wild. The brand took a hit. But did Remy spiral? No, she stood tall. Issued silence where others wanted mess, and made one thing clear. She's handling things her way. Not for the public, not for clout, but for her, peace. Now behind the scenes, Remy's been moving different. Low-key meetings, quiet studio sessions, unfollowed by many but underestimated by even more. And according to insiders, she's cooking something big. A docuseries, a memoir, a return to her rap album, even her own imprint for up-and-coming female artists. Because Remy doesn't just want to tell her story, she wants to rewrite the rules of the game. In a world where women get pit against each other, overexposed, and underpaid, Remy Ma is carving out a lane that's independent, grown, and protected. And if you're still doubting her power, remember this, every time they counted her out, she came back harder. So what's next for the Bronx Queen? Will she finally speak her truth about the industry puppeteers? Will she mend fences with Nicki, or double down and call out everyone who played dirty? And is Remy Ma quietly, powerfully building a new kind of empire? Whatever's coming next, it's not just music, it's not just gossip, it's a legacy. And let's be clear, this legacy didn't come easy. Remy must earn every scar, every headline, every verse. She's not one of those industry plants who got handed a mic in a marketing plan, nah. She came up battling in stairwells, writing verses on Riker's paper, holding her ground in a world where men got crowned kings for doing half the work. And even with the world watching, waiting for her to fall again, she kept building, quietly, strategically. While everyone else was chasing clout, Remy was chasing ownership. While they were thirsting for blogs, she was drafting business plans. And let's not forget the role she played for female rappers coming up behind her. She may not always get the credit, but Remy broke barriers. She showed that you could come back from prison, from betrayal, from the dirt of public opinion, and still stand 10 toes down in a room full of snakes. Women in the game watched her, studied her moves, even the ones who pretended not to rock with her. They were taking notes. Because Remy didn't just survive, she thrived in an industry that wanted to chew her up and spit her out. And speaking of thriving, let's talk about this new circle she's building. Word is, Remy's been linking up with some of the realest women in entertainment and business. Not the flashy collabs for clicks. We're talking power moves with lawyers, directors, producers, people who don't just want her face, they want her brain. Her story, her strength, because Remy's next chapter isn't about fame, it's about freedom. And that freedom, it's about calling out the fake empowerment that's been pushed on women in rap. Remy's allegedly working on a project that will expose just how dirty the contracts are, how many gatekeepers prey on desperation, how female rappers get thrown into the limelight without protection, without mentorship, and often without real ownership. She's tired of watching girls get hyped up and thrown away, and she's especially tired of watching the ones with real talent get silenced because they won't play the game. Remy's talking about artist development, mental health support, and most importantly, equity, and fans are already feeling the shift, the cryptic tweets, the studio clips, the way she's reclaiming her voice without chasing algorithms. It's giving grown woman energy, it's giving boss, and behind the scenes. The streets are saying she's got more tea to spill. About labels, about ghostwriters, about shady radio hosts and awards politics. Remy's allegedly been sitting on stories that could shake the table all over again. And this time, she's got the platform to do it on her terms. But the question remains, will she go there? Will she finally name names? Will she call out the execs who tried to blackball her? The media who painted her as angry while praising her male peers for the same energy. Remy's always been strategic. She knows when to swing and when to sit back. But now that she's got the leverage, don't be surprised if she flips the script on everybody. And as for Papoose, some fans still don't know what to make of the situation. But Remy's been clear she's a grown woman, handling grown woman problems. She's not performing her pain for likes. She's not going on a press tour to beg for sympathy. She's protecting her peace, her daughter, and her foundation. And if Pap is in her future, or just in her past, that's between them, because Remy's never been the type to let the public write her story. But let's not get it twisted, she's not moving alone. Her circle may be smaller now, but it's stronger. Word is, she's reconnecting with some familiar faces too, artists who've been through it. Women who've had to claw their way back from disrespect, from bad deals, from betrayal. There's talk of Remy linking up with old school legends and new school spitters, not just for music, but for power, for truth, for visibility. She's building a coalition, and remember that beef with Nicki. Some fans want closure, others want a round two. But what if Remy's not focused on either? What if the real move is deeper than reconciliation or retaliation? What if the real power play is Remy telling her version of what really went down? Not in a track, but in a book, in a film, in a blueprint for survival, because beef makes headlines, but healing, that makes history. And if the rumors are true, if Remy's memoir really just dropped next year, it's gonna rattle cages. Because Remy's lived through more than most of these rappers can imagine. Street wars, industry shade, real time behind bars, motherhood, marriage, betrayal, redemption, and all of it, she's allegedly put it on paper, raw, unfiltered, not ghostwritten. Not cleaned up for PR. Just the truth. The question is, will the industry be ready? Because Remy's not just telling her story to entertain, she's trying to expose a system. A system that used her pain for profit, cheered for her downfall, and now wants to smile in her face like it never happened. But she remembers, and she's got receipts. So, whether she drops an album, a documentary, or a new business venture, one thing's clear. Remy Ma is in control now. She's not asking for a seat at the table, she's building her own. And the ones who tried to take her out, they're either gonna have to join her movement or watch her eat without them. Because this new Remy, she's calculated, she's focused, and she's not looking back.